Alrighty, hey traders, hope you guys are well. Market has about, or the market's not closed yet, but we've still got maybe just under an hour left. And I wanted to do this video because I've just seen a pattern that's forming on the markets, and I want to share that with you. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let me just share this with you. Firstly, guys, before I do start, I am running a massive 90% off. 90% off my entire private weekly inner circle coaching program. It starts right now and ends at the end of this year. Massive 90% off. And the reason why I'm doing that is a way of celebrating my most successful trade this year. I've just completed my most successful trade this year. Is a massive, enormous trade for me. And I'm just so excited that I want to give back and help you. So I'm doing this for 2 days only. And it ends at midnight. That's Australian Eastern Standard Time. So go to johnscoachingsale.com, Johns, Johns, coachingsale.com. And you'll be able to see all the details about that, plus to get the 90% off. So go to that right now. If you're struggling with trading right now, I can help you. All right. Alrighty, so look at this here right now. So I've been watching the markets and people are like, oh, John, the Nasdaq's in the bear market. Nasdaq's in the bear market. You're wrong. They're saying I'm wrong because I'm still calling for an all-time new high move to the upside. Oh, traders, I'll tell you right now. I was like, firstly, I've been getting those little John, the market's going down and it's new highs is looking pretty far away. So the big thing to remember, okay, I'm going to go to the big picture first, and I want to go to this short-term little pattern that's forming right now that could be telling we could be getting ready for another fast drop, another move on the downside on the S&P 500. But the big picture, okay, keep an eye on the big picture here, traders, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, those who are calm, those who are patient, those who are present with the markets and not looking at it from a fear or greed perspective, but looking at it from a just as is perspective, are going to see so many great opportunities this year, okay? Please, traders, the number one thing that I can tell you about my trading in the last 17 years, and if you have gone and watched my other video where I really walk a bit more about my story, about how I got started and so on and so forth, you will know that the number one mistake that people make is they make an emotional decision in the markets, right? That's the number one mistake. The biggest thing that has helped me to this day, and the reason why I've made a full-time income for well over 10 years now from trading, is the number one thing is that 95% of the time I don't let my emotions get involved. Every now and then I put a trade on. Now, thanks to risk management, I protect my account. But most of the time when I'm getting into the markets, I don't do it from an emotional perspective. Like an emotional perspective is like fear, right? It's like, oh my goodness, this thing's gonna fall to the floor. Oh my goodness, it's gonna go, right? It's like quick. It's like it's either fear. Oh my goodness, the market's going to drop through the floor. Or it's like, I need to short right now. Because I don't want to miss out on the next crash. It's going to crash and I'm going to make a lot of money. So they buy put options or they short the market or whatever. So, excuse me. So that's the big thing in the markets, okay? Please don't do that. Trading can be incredible. There's thousands and thousands of stocks, right? Well, you see all through here, this is the S&P 500. Then you got literally the US stocks. You got the Russell 1000 stocks. It's amazing, guys. My most successful trade this year that I just completed this week, guess what? It was actually a bullish trade. So there's many stocks out there that are actually making really nice moves to the upside as well too. So it's also a market of stocks, not a stock market, right? The S&P 500 is like the average. But there's many stocks out there. I've completed 2 successful trades this week, and they've both been bullish trades. So there you go. Now they're individual stock trades, okay? And again, you'll be able to. I'll teach you all that sort of stuff in my coaching program. And then on top, the best thing about my coaching program is I'm there every week and every day, sharing my trades with you and all that sort of stuff. So and my private coaching clients know the trade and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so That's the big picture, okay? So please don't let your emotions get involved with this thing right now. If you are, you're going to miss out on an amazing opportunity that's going to come on the second half, or maybe even after this month is completed, right? Because we may get some more downside here, but once this finds bottom, and it's probably not too far away. And what I'm about to share with you is this pattern here that I'm about to share with you on the S&P 500. Look, check this out. So this is the major support level. If let me just take this off the screen here, and I want to just take this off the screen here for a minute. Okay, look what's happening here right now. There's things called angles in the markets, or they're like, you can see different patterns, right? You'll notice when the market does this, when the market has a very strong move in a direction, but then it has a very weak pullback, what tends to happen afterwards? We tend to get that. Right, it's more, you could call it a bear flag or whatever you want to call it, right? But we generally tend to get that. We generally tend to get another move down, especially if it hasn't been a big move down. So, we get this here, move down, very weak pullback, and then we get another move down. So look what's happening here right now on the S&P. This is where this pattern is giving us a warning sign of potentially another move to come. Look what's happening here. Now, again, this is the S&P 500 cash. The futures may look a little bit different, but this is the cash market. I mean, it's the it's the S&P 500 market, right? So then we have a move down, and then look what happened here. Then we have a move sideways. Look, see this sideways movement? It's very weak. We're not getting a very strong. We're not getting this. See, we're not getting that. So that's giving us a warning sign that, hey, yeah, we had a move down, and now we're just sort of filtering around through here. That's actually pretty weak sign. So that tells me that maybe next week is going to be another bearish week in the markets, and we may start to get something like this, and then the market starts to do something like that. Or if something happens over the weekend and then sends the market into haywire, and then the market starts to have a bit of a free fall in the market. Again, traders, what we're looking at here is we're looking at the hourly chart. Okay, that means that this could play out over a few day period, not for the rest of this year. Right? When you look at this here, this is not like, oh, this is the start of something major. No, this is an hourly chart. Let's put it in perspective. Okay, this is the hourly chart, and remember, my longer term weekly support line. This blue line through here. Oh, put that back. Oh, right there. Right. See this longer term. We have this like resistance here. Right, resistance here. Nothing there, resistance, right? So it's probably going to be support through here. So right, see that blue line? So if I go back down now to my hourly charts, and I zoom in and I show you that blue line there, that's that same line that I just shared with you just then, okay? So if we do end up getting another move down, we're probably going to get down to the 4,000 level, and that's probably going to be close to bottom in the markets. Because remember, this is the hourly chart, okay? So it's just, we're going into 3 different levels: the hourly chart, the daily charts, and the weekly charts. The hourly charts are saying, okay, we could get a bit of a short-term pullback. Let's go back now to that bit. This is the short-term move. What could happen over the next few days? Let's look at that big picture. Weekly charts. Look what's happening in the weekly charts. This is just what? This is just a nice, healthy correction from an enormous move up. Now we're getting this pullback. We could possibly even come back down to these levels through here. Maybe find a bit of support. And then once we do start to get going, we're going to see something like that. I believe it's going to be like a slingshot move. And we're not there yet when it comes to people. We're not at the maximum fear in the markets, not yet. And so maximum fear is, let me just share this with you here. So the maximum fear in the markets is this fear and greed index. And so what you want to see is, you can see there's a lot of different indicators that go into this fear and greed index through here, right? We're getting down to the 13 level now. So we are getting into extreme fear, but we're not quite at that pegging at that level yet, okay? So, oh, by the way, I just recently bought the Oculus. Does anyone that watches my video, do you guys actually have the Oculus VR? I've just bought it. I haven't set it up yet, but I've just recently bought. So I'm excited to set that up with the kiddies today. So you can see there's a lot of extreme fear, right? And we can see where we are right now. And remember, buy when people are greedy, sell when people are fearful. So you can see, right, this is when the whole vid situation was happening last year, right? When COVID was actually happening. You can see here we got down to maximum what? We've got maximum fear down here. And that was what? That was actually the bottom in the markets before we saw a slingshot move back to the upside. So if we do end up getting this in the markets, right, we end up getting, let's actually go back to the hourly chart here for a minute. So this is, remember, this is the hourly chart. This is that movement down. If we do end up getting this thing being a bear flag or whatever you want to call it, right, something like that, a bit of a weak move up, this here, with the market starts coming back down, we're probably going to see this fear and greed index. Let's go back up here. We're going to see this thing get not be 13, but maybe even down to maybe even 5 and below. And if that happens, we're going to be at the exact same fear in the marketplace as we were at the vid situation. And this is where it's counterintuitive. The more fear in the marketplace, the more bullish you want to be. So that's where, yes, short term, we may get that drop in the markets, but long-term traders, we're getting very, very, very close to a bottom. So keep an eye out for that. So there we go, traders. There's that pattern that I wanted to share with you moving into next week as well too. Remember, traders, I am celebrating my most successful trade this year. An incredible, enormous, just an amazing successful trade. I'm actually having one of my most successful years this year overall. And so this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to go to Johns, JOHNS, coachingsale.com. This is only for 2 days only. After this, the price goes back to normal price. This is a 90% off my entire private weekly inner circle coaching program. This is me sharing with you everything that I do. I'm going to also give you my scanner as well too, of how I scan the market to find my trades. I'm going to share my trades with you. You've got daily coaching on the Facebook group. You've got weekly live coaching sessions every single week as well too. So I'm so excited right now because I'm just completing just an enormous successful trade for myself. And also, I see so many people hurting out there, so I want to give back, and this is the way I'm going to give back. Massive 90% off sale, but it ends tomorrow at midnight Australian Eastern Standard Time. So it's about a day and a half from actually doing this recording right now. So go to Johns, JOHNS, coachingsale.com. Go to that right now, guys, before you miss out.